Yeah, it's been a while since, it's been a long while since I did something like this because I've apologized. I don't think I've apologized enough for this. So it's been a year, since, you know, shit happened. Um, I'm doing okay now. Not the greatest, honestly. Like, I did have, I still do have depressing moments of being unsure of myself. Um, but I had to do this like a year later. It's been a year since I did that season of this music video show. And even though I apologized, I just want to take the time, um, I just want to take the time right now to apologize. It's been a full year, but I would like to once again apologize for season 5 of the music video show. I was not in the right mindset for doing that. Like, I was not in the mindset of doing like 30 episodes and releasing all of them in one day. Like, I remember just working really hard at season 5. Um, for those of you for those of you who don't know, I was like not having a good time in 2018. Like, I was infinitely jealous of a YouTuber who, I'll say only this, she is a woman, and I remember looking at a live stream, and I was actually excited at first, but then everybody else was giving her attention, and I just got so mad. I'm like, I'm just gonna make more videos just to spite her, because I don't like her, because everybody was paying attention to her. It's still no excuse. Like, my logic, my anger just I was not in the best moods. Like, I was very angry. I'm like, screw you, I can do better. Um and so, like, for what, from January 1st all the way to like June, I would continue making, like, I would just make season 5. Like, from writing it, it was season 5 was made out of anger, bitter, I was just angry and bitter and sarcastic and like depressed, and I just wanted the whole world to just burn. I just wanted to see the whole world burn. Like, I didn't care about what happened to anybody else. I just wanted to see everybody just burn in flames. And even during that time, I just had I had suicidal thoughts, and I thought to myself, I have a set date to release 30 episodes in one day. I have a set date, and if I don't get 30 episodes done, I will take one of the strings on this bass guitar here and hang myself. I'll just like take it out and just hang myself. And then, like, so I ended up like doing everything a week prior. Um, and what resulted was like a mess. It was a mess. Like, the jokes weren't really all that great. Um, Here's the thing, and I've been thinking about this. So, it was like if you have given two blank sheets of paper, one representing season 4, one representing season 5, and there was blood dripping on them that represented jealousy and anger. Season 4, if you gave me a sheet of season 4 and it was blank, it would be like, I got a paper cut and there was some blood on it. It's like, it's not noticeable, just smudge it. There's a little bit of a smudge, but it's not too noticeable. And it's like season 4 was fine. How I got through season 4 was fine, because I was like, okay, that's fine. And then season 5, it was like, okay, season 5, blank sheet of paper, okay. And then I put my head down on the blank sheet of paper, pull out a gun, um, put it to my head, and shoot. So not only will there be a lot of blood, like blood covering the blood and bits of my body parts covering the blank sheet of paper, but it will be like on the desk it's on. It will be like on parts of my body, but I wouldn't care because I'm dead. It'll be on. It'll be on the nearby, like my body parts will be pretty much scattered. My brain will be pretty much scattering the desk or wherever. It'll be on the floor. That's how much of jealousy we'll have. And then, like, I'm sorry, like, again, I'm really sorry for season 5. I'm legitimately very sorry for season 5. I should have just stopped for a while, like I did at season 2. Season 2 had its problems, but at least, like, I had a good head to say, you know what, I can't do this right now. I'm just gonna take. I don't think I'm gonna come back to this, so I just took it off, and then season 3 came because when Donald Trump was elected, I decided, you know what, I'll bring the show back. If no one watches it, fine, but I just want to do it for me. And for anybody else who's watching, I'll just do it. I just want to make a comedy thing. I just want people to forget their problems just for a few minutes a week. I know there are other people, YouTubers out there who just did that. And I just want to do the same thing. And for seasons 3 and 4, I did that. And then season 5 came along, and this young lady I just got jealous of, even though she is more like about like gender equality, and she's very, very smart, and it just makes me feel dumb. But that's not the like to the point where I just flat out blocked out any mention of her on Twitter. Like anytime I would be on Twitter, um, anytime I'd be on Twitter and I'd see her like tweet, I'd be like, no, fuck this, and I just like put it away. Hell, at one point, like I pretty much, I blocked any mention of her because I was just insanely jealous. Although it wasn't as much. Looking back, it wasn't so much jealousy at her content. It was more the jealousy of her because, like, she actually is a smart, beautiful woman, and it was maybe like like hindsight, but I pretty much was jealous of how she handled herself. Like, she is a very funny and creative woman, and it's something, and she is something that I'm not. Like, she actually looks really good, and it makes me feel like crap, and it makes me feel like no matter what I do, I feel like crap. And so season 5 was just me expressing anger. Like, season 5 was pretty much me at my angriest. And again, I would like to apologize for season 5 of the music video show. I was not. I'm really sorry for what I did or what I said. I'm genuinely. How. I don't even know how I actually ended up. It's actually quite strange considering season 9 right now, as of right now, it's up to, what, 33 episodes right now? 33 episodes of season 9. And this video would be. This apology video is like a year later right now. Like, if you're watching this right now, it's a complete full year after season 5 was uploaded, all of it. So, yeah. And there were 30 episodes of that. And at least with season 9, I took my time, I thought about the jokes. But season 5, I just went, you know what? The jokes are the jokes. I'm just going to be offensive just for the sake of being offensive. And I was, like, really, really angry. And, yeah, there was, like, I stopped going on social media for a while because, the flare-ups began again, but it didn't affect season 9 of my right. It didn't affect season 9. Like, I was still on a roll. Like, I'm still writing jokes, but the darkness was pretty much kept at bay. Unlike season 5, like I used that anger and I just wrote and like edited. It was pretty much season 5 was pretty much not only an angry, bitter season that I did. Like every single thing I did was pretty much motivated by anger because of this one person. Um, but it was pretty. It was also out of spite, which is not a good thing if you look back on. Like I was genuinely angry at this one person, and then it turned out I was angry. I was pretty much jealous about a lot of other people. Like I just hated every single person. Like friends, family. I just hated everybody. But this one YouTuber, this one female YouTuber, who actually is a very good. I I don't want to say what this person's name is. Um, I just know that it's not her. I can't blame her for being this way. Um, there are some times where I'm like, oh God, what am I doing wrong? What's everybody else doing which I'm doing wrong? But it's not their fault. It's not their fault. Like I don't have the ideals. But I just want to get this out. I I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for season 5. Um, you don't you don't even. I just wish I would just go back in time and just tell myself just stop doing it. Just stop doing the show for a while. Just give yourself 3 months. Well, give yourself at least half a year because you're not doing well right now. Give yourself 3 or 6 months just to get everything out of your system. Like, do something else. Write something. Like, write in your journal or something. Write anything. Just don't put season 5 out there because you're pretty much like airing dirty laundry and you just like I was really like I was not again I wasn't doing very well. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just hated everything. And yeah, looking back, I was a mess. I was a mess. I still kind of am, but to a lesser extent because I actually have written things. Like the show's still going on, and I feel like I don't think I'm 100%, but I feel like I've improved in terms of quality. Like I'm writing some sort of story. I'm actually writing a second story just to keep my creator breakdown at bay because of season 5. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep writing. I'm gonna keep focused and just not do what I did for season 5. So it's still no excuse about how I behaved. I mean, granted, I didn't use any social media for the entire time I worked on season 5, but I was just so no season 5 during season 5 that was as angry as I got, even more so than I was right now. Like I was just so depressed and so frustrated. And if anybody ever watched the entirety of season 5, I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't mean it. I was genuinely screwed up. I was not in the best of moods. I still am kind of not, but not to the extent as I was for the first 6 months of like the year. And so I am very sorry. I am legitimately very, very sorry. And I will do. That's pretty much the reason why season 9 had to be extended because I dropped the ball for season 5 so hard that I had to extend it for a few more episodes. As of right now, I'm writing more episodes for season 9 because season 5 was. That's how bad I dropped the ball for season 5. I even mentioned it in the beginning of episode 231, where I there was that phone call at the beginning of the episode where I explained like I'm extending it season 9 for a little bit because I dropped the ball in season 5 that hard. Like it's still getting to me. So again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think I'll ever stop apologizing for that particular season. I might as well, like, if I'm still around next year, I'm I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do this again, or make it. Or if I keep doing these videos, I'm gonna make it a yearly thing. Like keep apologizing for season 5. Like I've apologized a few times for that season, but I don't think I'll ever. I'm sorry. Um, but I won't. Like as for the again, as I said before, I'm not gonna mention who this woman was, this young lady was, who made me like jealous and angry and bitter. I'll just say she is a strong woman, and I was jealous because she was a strong woman and I am not, you know, because I actually have some things I'm working out on my own. So it was more like it was less like I was jealous of her content. It was more like I was jealous. I was like unsure about who I am as a person. Maybe as not a guy, but a more feminine, in touch with my feminine side, and who's like really uncomfortable wearing certain clothes. Like again, this is a woman's thing, and this is a woman's shirt, and it actually does make me feel comfortable. Um, I'm just figuring myself out, and she kind of like looking back, she kind of got me like thinking that I might not be a guy. Well, not in a way. I'm not completely a guy sometimes. Um, but I already talked about something like that in my coming clean again thing. So maybe I should just do another vlog where I talk about. But in this case, this is just an apology video for season 5. So again, I'm sorry. I will do better. I will stop being so angry all the time. And that's all I have to say. So, I'm sorry, and I will do better. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Thank you.